There's one MMO that I was always interested in playing, but never really had the chance to until now. It's called Defiance, which is a sci-fi third-person shooter MMO developed and published by Trine Worlds back in 2013. After Trine Worlds was acquired by Gamigo in 2018, they pretty much ended support for development up until 2021, and the official game servers were then shut down for good. But now, we actually have another company called Fawkes Games, which is an indie studio that seems to have purchased the licensing for Defiance from Gamigo. And they have said that they're now going to relaunch the game on April 18th. So if you're someone that used to love playing Defiance back in the good old days, or maybe you're just someone looking for a new MMO to play considering how stagnant the entire genre is, well then let me tell you about Defiance. You get to play Defiance as an Ark Hunter, a kind of a mercenary scavenger roaming around a post-apocalyptic Earth that's been reshaped by alien technology. The gameplay is more like a fast-paced third-person shooter, where you manually aim, dodge, and shoot in real time unlike traditional MMOs. You can choose between 4 different origins, each giving you a character backstory and determining your starting weapons. But the real flexibility comes from a system known as the Ego Grid, which lets you choose one of the 4 core powers that you can later customize however you like. You are not entirely restricted when it comes to weapon choices. You have 2 weapon slots that you can freely mix and match, plus grenades you can throw, and a shield that you can upgrade over time to help you survive longer. There are also weapon modifications you can purchase from in-game vendors located in different territories. These weapon modifications can reduce recoil, add scopes, or improve other aspects of your gear. As far as I know, the game includes both PvP and PvE content. You can queue up with friends to run full dungeons together, or take part in large-scale world events called Arkfalls, which appear randomly in the open world and require players to team up to defeat bosses and earn special currencies. Again, I haven't played this game at all, so take it with a grain of salt, but I thought it looked pretty cool, and so, I wanted to know more about this. The release of the game will happen through their own internal launcher, which you have to download from their website, and the game servers will only be available in North America to begin with. So if you're going to play from a different region like I am, then expect your ping to be a little bit higher. They want to see if demand and financial considerations align before expanding to additional regions, as well as adding support for other platforms like Steam or consoles. They also won't include any aim assist or controller support on PC. So my understanding is that they want to build a relationship with their players and grow a community first. And they plan on doing that by removing friction points and polishing existing content before they decide to do anything else. They have stated that they're committed to the long-term availability of the game, and they're willing to produce new content for Defiance if enough people are willing to support it. However, it's also worth noting that Defiance will be a free-to-play game with microtransactions available. According to messages in their official Discord server, the game will most likely include pay-to-win mechanics such as the ability to buy experience boosts. Obviously, they need to make money somehow to keep the servers running, and if you don't care about microtransactions, then I guess it's nothing to worry about. Now, I personally hate pay-to-win mechanics. I don't like to see them in video games at all, and I know there's people out there like me who feel the exact same way. But the only reason I'm choosing to ignore it for this specific game only is because of this. I have a bunch of physical copies of older video games behind me, as well as a few Xbox and PlayStation consoles underneath. And I even have a Steam Deck, as well as, a few retro handhelds that I sometimes play older games on. The point I'm trying to make is, I love video games preservation. It's the same reason I try to buy most of my single player games on GOG, where I can enjoy them DRM free and not have to worry about losing access or not truly owning the games I paid for. I genuinely believe that the team behind this revival project for Defiance has good intentions. They seem to truly want to keep the game alive and build trust with the community. I don't think that this is another cash grab like we see from so many other companies. And even if you don't end up trying the game or have no intentions of doing that, I feel like you still have to respect their effort to bring it back and keep it alive. I guess only time will tell how it continues to be managed moving forward. I'm not expecting to fall in love with this game for the next 10 years, but I am looking forward to trying it out for the first time and see if I can have any fun with it. And by the way, can someone just buy the Wildstar IP at this point and also bring that video game back? I mean, I think that would have been pretty cool. Anyways, that's about it. If you want to see more similar content, then make sure to like this one and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys for watching the video.